Hello, I Love Lucy friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is KJ Ricardo, and today's episode is a production spotlight on Bob Carroll Jr. He was one of the original writers of I Love Lucy. Today, August 12th, is his birthday, so I thought I would feature him, do a biography on him. He was a phenomenal talent in sitcom writing, but let's learn more about him and his career. So he was born on August 12th, 1918, as Robert Gordon Carroll Jr. in McKeesport, Pennsylvania, and he passed away on January 27th, 2007. When Bob was 3 years old, his family moved to Florida, where his father made a living as a real estate agent. They also lived a bit in California, but they settled in St. Petersburg, Florida. Bob attended St. Petersburg Junior College, now known as St. Petersburg College, where he studied French. He originally wasn't going to be a writer. In 1940, he broke his hip in an accident. When he was recovering, he saw a script writing contest sponsored by a local radio station. Because he didn't have anything else to do, he decided to try writing a script. He submitted it, and he won the grand prize of $10. Bob was concerned that he'd never find a job because of his injury. Luckily, his brother-in-law offered him a job as a front desk clerk for CBS Radio in Hollywood, so he packed his bags and moved to Hollywood. Immediately, Bob enjoyed meeting celebrities, and he got to make them laugh when they signed in every day. He worked his way up to the publicity department, and then he became a junior writer, and he eventually became a senior writer. Not bad for someone who didn't originally want to be a writer. By this time, Bob met fellow writing staff member Madeline Pugh. They would work together for over 50 years. They were a dynamic duo. They briefly dated for a while, but they eventually decided that they were better off as friends. While writing for Steve Allen's radio program, Bob and Madeline met Lucille Ball and wanted to write for her new radio series, My Favorite Husband. They paid Steve Allen to write his own radio scripts for 1 week while they worked on a script to submit to Lucille Ball. They were hired and they wrote for Lucy for 2.5 years, but this was only the beginning. Bob and Madeline helped write and create a vaudeville act for Lucy and Desi Arnaz, which became the basis for the pilot episode of I Love Lucy. Together, they joined creator Jess Oppenheimer for writing all 180 episodes of I Love Lucy. They were later joined by writers Bob Schiller and Bob Weisskopf. Bob Carroll Jr. and Madeline Pugh were nominated for 3 Emmy Awards for their work on I Love Lucy, but they didn't win, even though I think they definitely should have won. Bob and Madeline also wrote for the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour, and they stayed with Lucy throughout her entire career, writing for The Lucy Show, Here's Lucy, and her final program, Life with Lucy. Bob also worked on a variety of other shows, including The Paul Lynde Show, Dorothy, The Tom Ewell Show, Sanford and Son, and Bob and Madeline also created and wrote the successful Desilu series, The Mothers-in-Law. They also served as executive producers and did some writing for the show Alice, for which they won a Golden Globe Award. Bob and Madeline also wrote the story basis for Lucy's 1968 classic film, Yours, Mine, and Ours. Bob and Madeline also worked on and produced the 1977 TV special, Lucy Calls the President. The rarely seen special was used primarily as a mini reunion between Lucy, Vivian Vance, and Gail Gordon. Looking into Bob's personal life a little bit, in 2005 he co-authored a memoir called Laughing with Lucy with Madeline Pugh. It talked about their experiences working with Lucille Ball on I Love Lucy, but also the other programs as well. Bob was married twice, with both marriages ending in a divorce. He had one daughter named Christina. Bob died on January 27, 2007 in Los Angeles following a brief illness. He was 88 years old. And that's it. That's all I have for you this week. I hope you enjoyed this biography on Bob Carroll Jr. He was a phenomenal sitcom writer. He wrote and worked on I Love Lucy, which is one of the best TV shows of all time. He really helped define the way that sitcoms were written. And so he's an iconic writer, one of the most talented writers in the industry. He was fabulous with radio writing, but also TV show writing. And I personally believe that I Love Lucy would have been a lot different without him. He had such a quirky sense of humor, and his sense of humor found its way into the scripts. And that's true with all of Lucille Ball's programs. And so we really have to give him a lot of credit. I Love Lucy would have been different without him. And so I hope you enjoyed this special little biography looking at Bob Carroll Jr.'s life and career. He was truly special. Let me know what you enjoyed best about this video, what you learned, and I would be happy to read that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with another video. And remember to always laugh often.